Hey everybody, it's Coach Sabina, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to prepare a Miswaak or siwaak stick so that you can use it for oral care. It's a natural stick that has fibers, bristles in it, and when you fan them out, it's an actual bristle toothbrush, a natural one for your teeth. There's a lot of great benefits to using Miswaak. I'm only going to share a few. I may share more in the comments, but while I'm quickly preparing a new Miswaak for myself, I thought I would share some information on how to do it. Okay, and I don't have much time, so I'm trying to do this all in one take. So mainly what I do when I first get the Miswaak, a lot of times when you get it, the Miswaak will be in like a vacuum sealed type of packaging. And unless you get them fresh, you can also buy them fresh, you know, and they'll ship them to you, but you have to buy like a lot of them, because I used to sell these and you have to buy a lot. But if you're just buying one, you can go to any mostly Islamic store or a lot of Middle Eastern markets, Indian markets, things like that. They sell these Miswaak. And before I go into any benefits and everything, I'm just going to show you how to prepare it. When you open it from its vacuum pack, and you take it out, first thing you want to do is you want to take a knife and score it all the way around, you know, and it reminds me of like when I'm opening up an avocado. So I just score it all the way around. Once you score it and it's going to be dry, you're going to take it, let me put this knife in. You're going to take it, and you know, I use this for a Miswaak. It's like an old mason jar that I have. I don't use it for anything else. Okay, so then you take this, you're going to put a little bit of water in it, and then you take your Miswaak on whatever end you want, and you set it in there overnight. Some people put like rose water in here, or they put like a few drops of peppermint essential oil or something like that in there. But that's not necessary. You can just place it in there. You place it in there overnight or for several hours, and what that does is it softens up the bark. So I don't know if you can see this. My lighting in here is pretty poor. Sorry about that. But it's already scored around. So after 7 or 8 hours, which that's what it has been. Oh, can I find the scoring on my, okay. Then you're going to take, and wherever your scoring was, I like my bristles to be really short. And so then you're going to take and you're just going to scrape around very lightly around the edge, just to get the top layer of bark off, right? And after you get that off of there, okay, now that's how tall you do it, as tall as you want your bristles to be. And I like my bristles to be really like short. And I also like the Miswaak because it's part of a tree. It's a twig from the Araaq tree, and it will be like, you can get thick ones. Like this is a nice thick branch. I like that, but you can get really thin ones too. And so after you get it, I usually put chew around it a little bit. So let me do that. Let me do it with this hand. I just bite into it a little bit, and you know, then you're able to fan out the fibers. You know, you might have to stick your nail in there and just kind of pull the fibers out and fight along with it. And if you can, as you can see, they're coming out. See that? The fibers are coming out of there pretty well. Now let's keep biting around it. Got it again. Now, whenever you're using, okay, that's very good. Now, if you can see that there, it's a complete brush now. It's a nice, soft, firm brush. And this is the thick bristles, the thick ones always have like the nice firm. So if you like a firm toothbrush, you'll like the thicker branches of the Miswaak. So that's mainly it. And also too, I usually, well, I'm at my dad's at the moment, so I'm using a paper plate, but I usually have like this knife I use for this. Don't start using this, because as you use your Miswaak, once you start using it, like when this has been used up enough, you're going to cut off another piece below that part and start it again. You can keep doing that until the Miswaak gets really short. Now just to share some, and then you just use it. You know, you hold it your best way. I usually hold mine like this, and you just brush your teeth. brush your teeth, the roof of your mouth, your tongue, you know, and you get any harmful things out of your teeth. The bristles, if they're long enough, they just go right in between your teeth and everything, and the individual bristles, and they just get everything out. You see that? This is a beautiful one. And you keep it dry after this. You wet it when you get ready to use it, just like you would any other brush. And then when you're finished, let it dry out, because it can mold on you. And you want to keep it like where it's clean and everything. So don't start packaging it in plastic and stuff like that. Just keep it out dry. Now after I use this, I will take this water, dump it out, and I'll just put my Miswaak in there and sit it up like that. And I take it with me in the bathroom, wherever, every day. And I use it before I pray. I'm a Muslim, so it is highly recommended for us. It's almost an obligation, but it's not an obligation. It's highly recommended for us to use it because of its purification properties. But Miswaak itself has a lot of great medicinal benefits to it. It's good for healing the stomach also. And it cleanses the mouth, and it freshens the breath. Like your breath won't smell like peppermint or anything like that, but your breath will not have a bad odor from it if you use this regularly. You can use this when you're fasting. And as Muslims, we are told that Allah loves when we use the Miswaak. So we are encouraged to use it, highly encouraged to use it. It's not an obligation, but we are highly encouraged to use it. So I've been using Miswaak ever since I was maybe about, first time I ever used when I was like 16 or 17 years old. I'm in my mid-40s. I accepted Islam on my own. My parents are Muslims. My mother was a Muslim when she was alive, and my father's still alive. He's a Muslim. I started using it back then because it was something new, but I became a Muslim on my own when I was 19, and since then I have been using Miswaak pretty regularly, and I love it. I use it even more so now that I really understand the benefit. The camera has to refocus. So Miswaak is very good for you all the way around, and they have done lots of studies on the medicinal benefits of Miswaak. When I have some more time, I'll place more information in the comment section below, or in the details. Okay, so, and if you know anything about Miswaak, please share. All right, but this is how you prepare Miswaak for yourself. Remember to keep it dry. Only wet it when you're going to use it. And use the same utensils, cleansing it off each and every time, over a plate or in the trash, you know, and because once you start using it, you have to keep it sanitary, you know, and that's just basically it. So I hope that you found this video tutorial really useful, and I hope that you will start to use Miswaak for your oral care. Right, so this is Coach Sabina signing off. Be well, be you.